Hi everyone, welcome to Crazy Trades 24/7. In this live stream, we are going to focus on gold, silver, Bitcoin, Euro USD, and all the major and minor Forex pairs. So, without any further ado, we still have around 25 minutes left before US market opens. So, let's get started with gold first. Today, during initial market period, we thought of that gold might give a breakout above 4,079. But as and when market proceeded, it has again retraced back to the lower levels. Currently, it's retesting the support level here. This is support one, and we are expecting that price might, retest and get a bounce back from this level. If it gives a bounce back from this level, then again we'll be stay and intact with our earlier outlook that price is going to give a breakout on the upper direction. So this is gold. And looking at the price structure from higher time frames, if we were to look at from 3 hourly time frame, and let me erase all these drawings first. Yes, this is more or less sideways range consolidation. This is if you take this as a wider range from the level of 3,995 till the level of 4,166. So this is the wider range within which price is consolidating in a sideways direction. From the point of view of a directional movement, we do not have any clarity as of now. Price is currently moving in a sideways direction. So until it gives a breakout on either direction, we cannot be very comfortable into taking trades on any direction for that matter. So that's exactly what we are waiting for here on this price chart. Currently on a 1 hourly time frame, this is resistance 1, 4,079.185. If price gives a breakout above this level, then we would be expecting price to retest this level of 4,112. So this is again going to be a nice window to capture here, but for that we need a breakout. Until price gives a breakout, and only if it get confirmed, only if it gets confirmed, we'll be looking for fresh long entries. So for now, we are expecting a bounce back from this level. And if it fails to give a bounce back and instead if it retraces to the further lower levels, then we can initiate our fresh short entries by keeping one thing in mind that 4,020 is a strong lowest level which had stopped and reversed the previous downswing. So the downswing which started at 4,118, which got, which continued till the level of 4,020. At this level, you can imagine what kind of bullish pressure this level might hold, which had this potential to reverse this downswing and continue to move in the upper direction. So at this level, we would again be expecting a further bullish pressure or call it a demand zone. So if price gives a breakout below 4,035 level, 4,035 level, and if it gives a breakout and continues to the lower levels of 4,020, then we can expect certain pushback from this level. So this is what we would be expecting if price moves to the lower levels on gold. So this is gold for you. Price is following these range quite strictly. You can clearly see this was the resistance here, and earlier it was acting as a support for this head and shoulder formation. When price gave a breakout below this level, it continued till the level of 4,022. And you can clearly see after price gave a breakout below this level, it has turned into a strong resistance. This level again faced a price again faced strong selling pressure at these levels, and this phenomenon is something which is very common and it's continuing again multiple times. So after if price give a breakout above this resistance one after the bounce back here, we would be expecting price to retest the level of 4,111 as an its ultimate target. So above this level, this might act as a strong target level for us. Yes, gold is showing its strength, and it's again trying to give a bounce back from this level of support one. So let's see. But if price is going to give a bounce back from here, this doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to take a long entry here at these supports. That's not our trading style. We generally try to take a trade that's more confirmed. For confirmation, we do not find anything here. At least if price would have consolidated here at the vicinity of support one for some considerable amount of time, and then if it would have given a breakout on the higher levels, then we could have thought of taking fresh long entries. But looking at the price structure, it doesn't seem very convincing for us to take long entry at these levels. At least let the price give a breakout over 4079, and then only should be expecting price to give a breakout, and then only we would be initiating our fresh entries. If you stretch, then we might be taking, initiating our fresh entries above these two highs, which is 4072.5. But again, this would be a risky position than taking breakout trade of 4079, because of the obvious reasons that this, if price gives a breakout above it and if it gets rejected from this resistance one, then you would be caught on the wrong direction. So for that, if you could wait for some more levels to cross, and if you could only take a long entries above 4079, then it would be very nicely placed. So this was gold. Next we have silver. So we have placed our alert levels on gold, and now let's proceed towards silver. Let me recheck the alerts here. Yes, are they placed? Let's put one more alert here on gold on the lower levels. If it gives a breakout on the lower direction, then we need to get notification first. Since our outlook has shifted towards bearish direction, it would be really nice for gold if it consolidates here for some more time. And if it consolidates within a very narrow range, and then if it gives a breakout on the lower direction, then that would be our perfect level to take fresh shots. So yes, this is gold for you. Next we have silver. And similar to what we saw on gold, silver is also consolidating within a sideways range of 58.63. This is acting as a strong resistance here, and price might face a rejection here. Today only you can clearly see price has faced almost three times rejection from this very level, and each time price has retraced back to the level of support one. This is intact at 57.78. So if again price gives a bounce back from this level, then it's again expected to get rejected from resistance one. So we should be planning our entries accordingly. Our outlook was initially during today, it was on the bullish direction, but as and when day proceeded, it has shifted towards bearish direction. Now we are expecting a breakout on the lower direction. If price consolidates here for some considerable amount of time, and only after that consolidation, if it gives a breakout on the lower direction, then we can confidently initiate fresh shots for the target of 57.030. This is an ultimate support level here. So if price gives a breakout below this, then we can expect a move all the way till 57.01. So this is again going to be a nice window for us to capture uh, in price shorts. Yes, this is silver, and if you look at silver on higher time frames, so this is 3 hourly time frame, and you can clearly see how bearish price structure has been in past couple of months. And since January 2026, I remember price had made a high, all-time high on 29th Jan 2026, and since then it's been retracing to the further lower levels. Now, since it has started to form a base here and it's no longer making further newer lows, so we can consider this as a probable situation where price might face some reversal. For that, we need some clean and clear breakout above 60.93 uh, and 63.27. But that's again very far away. For now, we should be expecting price to give a bounce back from this support one. And if it's able to give a bounce back, you can see price has clearly started to face some bounce back from this level. Bullish pressure is definitely on the can be seen here. And if it gives a bounce back, the up move till R1 is almost evident. So let's wait for it till price gives a bounce back up to the level of R1. And again, if it gives a breakout, then only we would be able to take fresh a long entry. Taking entries depend on the breakout completely. We should not be initiating any entries until price gives a breakout, outside of this trading range. Low of this range is this is 57.750. Next, we have Bitcoin. And on Bitcoin, if you look at from the 3 hourly time frame, uh, it can be seen as taking support of this strong demand zone here. This is the level from where price has taken multiple supports, multiple bounce backs. This was the first instance when price faced a bounce back from this level, and soon after that, you can see this is the second one. This is the third bounce back. This is the fourth, and currently, it seems like price is taking fifth bounce back of its in past 1 month or so. So yes, we are expecting a bounce back from this level, but looking at the structure, it seems like price is going to give a breakout below this level and going to take a support of this strong support. Overall, structure seems quite bullish, sideways to bearish to me. The upswing that got started on 1st July here, and it lasted till 21st July. This complete upswings this downswing seems like a correction for the upswing that started on 1st July and lasted till 21st July. So here onwards, we should be expecting price to consolidate, and if it gives a breakout above this bearish trend line, then we can expect a continuous move on the upper direction. Let me show it to you on daily time frame. Yes, this is the upswing which I am talking about. This was the upswing and this is the correction. And if it price decides to move in the higher direction, then it may continue on the upper direction. So that the price structure would remain intact for the bullish direction. Bitcoin has already retraced quite a lot, and you can see it's been retracing since October 2025. And let me check how much it has retraced already. Yes, it's retraced 53%. So the market cap is already down by half. Now, I think there must be some corrective rally from here on. But we should not be entering into any directional trade until we have some clear confirmations. And the first confirmation that would arrive here would be the breakout of 63,774. If price gives a breakout above this level, then we can initiate fresh longs for some small target initially, and after that we'll recheck the strength of the momentum, the strength and the momentum of the price. If it uh, remain resilient, then we'll be taking entries for some larger targets on the bullish direction. But as of now, it seems that price is consolidating in a sideways direction, and we would be adhering to the levels that we had mentioned here. This is 63,774, and this is 62,240, 62,400. So this is the range here again. Yes, this is the range. Let's see gold and silver. We are witnessing some really good up moves here. Let me see. Yes, this is gold. And from the level of support 1, 4043, it has clearly faced some strong bullish pressure, and now it's trying to move in the higher direction. We'll be waiting here. We should not be in any hurry, and we should not be panicking now. Let the price give a breakout above 4079, then only we would be initiating fresh longs. You can also draw a bearish trend line here, and waiting for the breakout of this trend line make also does make sense also. Let me plot a trade projection here. This is a long entry. 4079 is going to be our entry level. 4080, and we would be placing our stop loss at 4045. Yes, initially, we would be expecting this as a target. This is going to be 1:1 risk reward trade. Yes, let's see if price gives a consolidation before giving a breakout, then we would be able to trail our stop loss before initiating our fresh long entry. Here, accordingly, it seems that price is going to give a breakout on the upper direction. Let's see. We cannot really tell anything here. It has again started to face some rejection from this bearish trend line. Let's see if it gives a breakout above this level. This level is also a nice entry point, but this might be riskier level to take fresh longs, because there would be another level of 4079 which may act as a hurdle for price to continue in the upper direction. So instead of taking entry here at 4072, we'd be opting for 4079 as a breakout level. Yes, and we have seen similar moves on silver as well. mean, taking trades within this range doesn't make sense to me because it's still a very narrow range and price is consolidating within this range, and we cannot really find any direction here. So let the bulls and bears fight within this range, and if only the result gets announced that who won. If it gives a breakout on the upper direction, then definitely bulls won the battle here. Then after the result is declared, after the decision is made, then only we would be entering the markets. And if it gives a breakout on the lower direction, then you already know who won the battle. Let's get back to the Bitcoin that we were discussing earlier. Yes, as of now, I don't see any fresh entries level here on Bitcoin. Let the price consolidate and form some structure. It has already retraced quite a lot, and after facing rejection from 63,774, it has clarified its stance that it's on a bearish direction, and now it's trying to continue on the lower direction. And because of the fact that price had already retraced quite a lot, we cannot be initiating fresh shorts either. There's a very cautious selling signal here. Let the price consolidate and form some strong structure before initiating any fresh entries on Bitcoin. Next, we have Ethereum. Let's see how Ethereum is doing. This is 4 hourly chart on Ethereum, and price can be seen as taking support and retesting the level of 1822. This is a strong support which was earlier acting as a resistance, changed its polarity to the uh, from resistance to support, and now it's almost twice or thrice that price has taken support or faced some bounce back from this level. Currently, it has retraced all the way till the 4000 1820, and if this level upholds the Ethereum, or if it consolidates and tries to give a breakout on the lower direction, then I suspect that a breakout below 1802 might be a significant step on Ethereum for its further decline. Because structurally, if you see, the price is already on a bearish direction. This is bearish direction price trend. Price is making lower lows and lower highs continuously, and this was the lower high that price had made in recent times. This was the 2466 high, and after forming this high, price made a newer low. So this is obviously a lower high that price had made, and if it gives a breakout on the lower direction, then looking on the 4 hourly time frame, this seems like a topping formation to me. So after every up move, if price had formed a topping formation and there is a considerable uh, space on the bearish direction or a considerable space on the opposite direction for it to unfold its moves, so we can initiate fresh shorts here below the level of 1802 for Ethereum. This is a nice structure here. This was the up move. This is the nice topping formation. If it gives a breakout below 1802, and looking at the trends on the higher direction, higher time frame, that also support this stance of bearish directional move. So yes, since all the outlook is aligned and we are taking trades accordingly, I don't see why it won't work out in our favor. But for initiating fresh shorts, we should be waiting for the level below of 1800. At 1799, I would be interested into taking fresh shorts, not before that. 1802. Now let's see gold once more. I feels like price is showing some really good strength here. There's a very high chance that even if price gives a breakout above 4079, it may face a rejection from the level of 4115, and it barely meet our risk reward criteria. It's barely 1:1. So I think we need to find some way so that we could place our stop loss at higher levels. But for that we need some consolidation in a sideways direction. Price is already in an uptrend. This is the uptrend that I had drawn earlier, but I had erased it for some reasons I don't remember. This is the rising trend line, and it's intact since 16th July. From here onwards, price is respecting this trend line more or less. So yes, now we might expect a breakout of this strong resistance that intact here. Let's see. Let it consolidate for a while, and let me erase this rising trend line. This is making our chart very cluttered. Yes. Now let's see crude oil. Oil is down by around 8.9%. And you all know the reason behind it because of the announcement made by the president of USA that they had, they are trying to call off the war, and they were about to give a nice blow to the Iran, but somehow they postponed it, or may call it off. So that is the reason behind the big downfall on oil. That every positive news in front of on the front of geopolitical wars is a bad news for uh, crude oil. So because of that good geopolitical news, we had seen this crash of around 9% on oil, and it has again retraced back till its strong support of 78.2. So this is the support, and you can see this is acting quite nicely. It's intact since 14th July, and price is not being able to give a breakout below this level. So there's definitely some strong interest here. And even after giving a breakout above this bearish trend line, this strong bearish trend line, price has again retraced back to the support level of 78.2. We are suspecting that price might again give a bounce back from this level. What is going to cause that bounce back, we are still not clear, and we need to be taking great care of whatever situation is evolving. So yes, this is a strong support here, and for resistance, 86.87 now might act as a resistance level. I mean, if price gives a breakout above this level, then only we should be considered it should be considered as a breakout of this resistance. No longer this resistance line holds any value. So let me shift it on the upper direction. Yes, 86.87 now is a strong resistance here. I mean, taking fresh shots on crude oil is not recommended. It has again has already crashed by around 9%. And if you are planning to take fresh shots below this level, 77.786 breakout, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, at this kind of geopolitical turmoil, taking fresh shots on crude oil, I mean, can only fetch you some real hard times. So you should avoid crude oil for taking shots. Gold is again retracing for the big up move that it had just shown in past half an hour. And yes, you can see how strong this bearish pressure is. This is 5 minute time frame. Now, now this level is acting as a resistance, but I don't want to give very high emphasis to this uh, resistance level because it would not be that hard for price to give a breakout above it. On a very smaller time frame, like 5 minute or 15 minute, this might hold some strength. But as and when you rises the time frame, like if you look at from the 15 minute or 30 minute time frame, then this level might seem like a very minute level. So let's see, it's still quite early for us to comment anything on gold. Looking, it was earlier acting as a, as if it's going to give a breakout on the higher direction, but soon after that, as it has retraced already, breakout of this bearish trend line might lead to a breakout trade and a bullish trade. But again, it's again facing rejection from this level. So as of now, it's very difficult for us to say anything on the gold or silver. On Bitcoin, we are clear that taking fresh shots should be avoided until it forms some really nice consolidation. Like this kind of consolidation, if it has formed, then the breakout trade makes sense. Otherwise, taking fresh shots here at these levels might be very fatal for you. So with crude oil, we had already seen gold, silver, Bitcoin, and crude oil. Now, I think we should move towards our next segment, that is Forex. And let me reiterate that again and again we'll be visiting gold and silver so that we don't miss any significant moves on gold, silver. So let's move to the Forex segment now. First, we have USD CHF. So this is USD CHF on 4 hourly time frame, and yes, this is daily time frame price chart. If you look at it structurally, this is a rising trend line which is intact here. Price is forming higher highs and higher lows continuously. It has given a breakout above this strong resistance here. This was the level of 0.81244. And after giving a breakout above this level, currently it's kind of giving a consolidation here. If price gives a breakout above this high, 0.82090, then in my opinion, USD CHF would be positionally long. I mean, taking a positional buy entry on USD CHF make more sense to me if it gives a breakout above this high. This is 0.82070. Looking at the complete structure, I mean, bullish taking fresh longs should only be considered. No short entries I would prefer here on USD CHF. I mean, if you look at from the weekly time frame, this is a weekly time frame price structure, and after very long time, price has given a breakout above this bearish trend line. This was a kind of a extended move here, which got started since 7th April 2025. And since then, price was showing its tendency on the bearish direction, although it was extended. As and when price gave a breakout above this bearish trend line, I had also written a blog on this price structure on TradingView forum that as and when price will give a breakout, and we had taken a short long entry here above this level of 0.80305, and it went really well. After price gave a breakout above this level, it was kind of facing some difficulties. As of now, it has again started to consolidate in a sideways direction, but nevertheless, we are looking for fresh long entries only. This was the decline which we saw on 30th July. And now after this decline, we are expecting a consolidation and then a breakout. But we should be very clear that we should not be initiating any fresh longs at the lower levels until price gives a breakout above 0.8207. We should not be initiating any long entries. Structurally, it's very convincing for me. And it would be even nicer if price would consolidate within this range for some more extended period of time and retest this rising trend line once again. Then it would have some added strength which might lead price to further higher levels. So the outlook is definitely on the bullish direction on USD CHF. Let me draw a channel here. I think I have noticed a channel here. Let me, yes, this is a channel. This is a channel at place, and currently price is taking support of this channel's lower boundary. And you can see on previous times as well, whenever price has taken a bounce support of this channel's lower boundary, it has shown a bounce back. So it would not be incorrect to expect a bounce back from this level as well. This midline is also acting as a strong level. You can see price is facing kind of a support from the vicinity of this middle line and also facing a resistance from this middle line. So yes, if price gives a bounce back from this level, if we had figured out that price is going to give a bounce back from this level, then it becomes very easy for us to find that entry level on a smaller time frame. Let me look at from 2 hourly time frame, and if you find some entry position after breakout of some consolidation, then it would be nicer for us to initiate fresh longs. So yes, this is this is bearish trend line, and remember this is a 30-minute time frame. This is 30-minute time frame, bearish trend line, and after this bearish trend line is formed, if price gives a breakout, I mean breakout trade is the only nice trade that we can take here on this kind of price structure. One thing which we are very sure that price is going to give a bounce back from this vicinity of rising channel, right? So following to that bounce back, what are the levels at which we are trying to take long entries? So if price gives a bounce back from this level, and this is the bearish trend line, then count with me. This is the three-layer confirmation here waiting for us. First layer of confirmation is there is a bounce back which we are expecting. Second layer of confirmation would be if price gives a breakout, above this bearish trend line. Okay, and the third layer of confirmation would be we would be taking long entries above this high. I mean, entry above any significant high would be the right place to take fresh long. So yes, three layers of confirmation for this entry would be a right setup for initiating any fresh longs. Let me erase this rising trend line. I don't feel that's important now. This is also one of the channel. This is the first channel. I mean, according to this channel also, price is expected to take a bounce back from this midline support, right? And if I were to put the second channel also, then also what you'll see that price is again expected to take a bounce back from this channel's lower boundary. So these two independent channels also confirms with the same stance that we had on USD CHF from a very long time. So we cannot really ignore that. This is very high conviction trade according to me, because these two channels do not correlate with each other in any way. And despite of that fact, it's showing expected moves on the similar direction. So a bounce back from this level is quite evident. Let both of these channels reside on this uh, chart. I don't want to remove these levels now. Yes, so that you could differentiate between these two channels, I have changed its color, and now you can clearly see. Upon breakout of this level, I think it would be really nice opportunity for us to initiate fresh longs. However, taking a long entry above this level also makes sense to me, but I mean, I would like to chase some more confirmation. So I'd be expecting price to give a breakout above 0.8130 for me to initiate fresh longs. Let's see gold. I mean, I'm witnessing some really kind of a very bearish moves. Price retested this level, got rejected completely. It's complete washout. If I were to initiate fresh shots below these levels, what would be my stop loss? Let me clarify here on this price chart. 4065.5 is going to be my uh, SL, and the target that I would be looking for should be 4024. now I really want to take trades on the bearish direction only, because you can see if you measure this complete downswing and if you plot the Fibonacci retracement tool on it, then you will find out that all the upswing that it has tried to give after taking a bounce back from 4020 level, the upswing got rejected from the level of 0.618 Fibonacci retracement tool on Fibonacci retracement tool, which is yet another significant evidence of that this is a pullback, and pullback is going to take a reversal from that level. And after every reversal, pullback tends to continue its move on the original direction. So if it takes a rejection from this level, then it might continue its move in the lower direction. But here we come again. We have to wait until it gives a clean breakout. It has already faced a rejection from this level, 4063. This is the 4063 level. It has faced a rejection, but this is a strong support here. Every time price had retraced till these levels, it has again, bounced back on the higher level. So we have to really wait. Either price give a breakout over 4079 and we would initiate fresh longs, or it will give a breakout below 4045 and we'll initiate fresh shorts. Biasness is on the bearish direction for sure. And with this, I think this is gold. And let's move back to our Forex pair that we were discussing. This is USD CHF. Let me show you the price structure first of all. Yes, these are the two independent channels that we have observed and marked out here. And according to these both channels, the price move that we are expecting is on the bullish direction. Like if you take this blue color channel, then price is expected to take a bounce back from this channel's lower boundary. And if you consider this yellow channel, then also price is expected to take a bounce back from this mid level of this channel. So since these both, the independent channel is showing the same directional move which is expected. So we should be expecting a bullish move from here. To capture that move, we have to go to the smaller time frames to find some really nice price structure. So this is a bearish trend line, and after breakout of the bearish trend line, if price shows some consolidation and give a breakout above that consolidating range, that would be our appropriate level to take fresh longs. So looking at the price structure, for me, I think a breakout above this level is going to be a nice setup for fresh entry. Entry above the breakout of this level might not be that convincing from the bullish point of view. I mean, if it would be very, I mean, I won't be surprised if price give a breakout above this level and it after giving a breakout, if it returns back to the lower levels. But however, I would be very surprised if price gives a breakout above the level of 0.8129, and after the breakout, uh, if it reverses back to the lower levels, I would be very surprised. So, which means this level holds higher confidence or higher conviction. So, instead of going for this level, we should be waiting for this level to give a breakout. And only after the breakout of this level, we would be expecting a move, expecting an up move that might retest uh, these higher levels like 0.82070. So for now, our outlook is definitely on the bullish direction. We would be placing our alerts here, as in when price reaches these levels, we get an alert. Silver had again silver had given a breakout below its support zone. Yes, this was 57.750, and it had already given a breakout below it. Now, after the breakout, I think price should continue till this level of 57.17. This is the immediate support after this level. However, this level might also act as a strong, I mean, to a support. But since this is not that significant, it would be safe to assume that price is going to take a bounce back from this level of 57.07. This is a strong demand zone here. It's about to fill its gap. Since silver gapped up around 1.4% today, this is the level at which it's going to fill the total gap. And I think from that very point, it's facing some strong bullish push. Gold has also not kind of filled the gap yet. This was the gap fill level 4045, 4045.165. So this is gold silver. Let's get back to our Forex segment that we were discussing earlier. This is Euro CHF. Let me zoom out a bit and then we'll figure out what kind of price structure is forming on this particular pair. This is daily time frame and similar to what we saw on USD CHF, where price was forming a long-term downtrend, and after giving a downtrend, it has given a breakout, and it seemed like this is going to be a structural shift. And similar to that, we had seen here on Euro CHF. This is the bearish trend line. Price had given a big breakout above this level recently, and this is a strong support. I mean, this has now shifted its polarity towards a strong support. Earlier, it was acting as a strong resistance. You can see price is rejected from this level multiple times in the past. Now that after it has given a breakout from this support level, from this neckline and this bearish trend line, now the stance is shifted towards bullish side, and from here on, we should be expecting a moves on the bullish direction. Taking long entries is advisable. We should not be taking any fresh shorts here. Even for the smaller targets, I would not recommend to take any shorts since price momentum is very strong and it is uh, around 4 months long breakout. Wait, let me see gold here. Gold is showing some big moves. Let's first focus on gold and then we'll get back to the Forex. The outlook is on the bearish direction, but looking at the price structure, it seems like price might take some supports at the level of 4037 from the level of 4042, even if it gives a breakout and we had entered a trade. This doesn't seem that convincing to me. I think instead of taking that narrow range as a support zone, I believe this should be taken as a strong support zone because we cannot ignore all these small wicks here. We need to include all those wicks within a support zone. And upon breakout of these levels only, I mean 4040 level should be given a should be broken out before we initiate any fresh shots. This is the scenario here. We really cannot do anything on this kind of price chart. And if you consider this upswing, then price has already retraced till the level of zero point 0.5 Fibonacci retracement zone. So from this level, if it's facing a dual support, first support is obviously the horizontal demand zone, and the second support is the Fibonacci retracement zone. So if it's facing dual supports, then I mean we might expect a bounce back from this level. This is kind of a very tricky situation here where we are really not able to decide on which direction price might continue its move. Looking at the higher time frames, it seems like price is going to go on the lower direction. But looking at the lower time frame, it seems like price is going to go on the upper direction, giving a breakout above this bearish trend line and this resistance zone. So let me erase this price projection here and let's wait for price to give a breakout on either direction, and on pullback we'll be looking for fresh entries instead. Well, that's a right thing to do on this kind of tricky situation. Instead of taking a breakout trade, wait for the pullback to initiate fresh trade. Anyway, if it's going to give a breakout on the lower direction, that move is not going to be that significant because there is a presence of a strong support at the lower levels as well. 4020 is the support, 3996 is the support. So yes, silver has retraced all the way till the level of 57.56. This is a price structure. This is clearly a price structure. Price is forming lower lows and lower highs. So breakout should lead ideally to the fresh uh, low. Below 4043 is a nice level. This is the level of 4000. This red candle's low is 4043.04. 4042.5 would be a right level to enter this short trade. Forty 4042.5. The high of this level is 4064.74. 4065.2 can be our stop loss. 4021 and 4019. I was kind of trying to avoid this trade, but looking at the move that we had seen on silver, and since gold and silver both moves in a simultaneous direction, it seems convincing now that price of the gold is again also going to decline. So that is the main reason why I am choosing for initiating fresh short sale. If you look at from closing basis, this is the line chart, and below this level of 4040 should be, I mean, ideally this should be the breakout level. But on, I mean, we had taken this level as a breakout level, which is also fine. Let's see. So I think the trade is going to be active now. Where the trade is active, the trade is active on gold now. Price had already retested the level below which we were expecting price to take shorts. Hi Daniel, how are you doing? Yes, uh, currently we are expecting down move on gold. Initially, in today's early trading session, it seemed like that price is going to go up on after giving the breakout of 4079. But soon after that, price has retraced back to the level of support of 4043. Now, from this level, we are expecting a breakout on the lower direction. We have already entered this trade below 4043. We had entered this trade at 4042.5, and now we are expecting this price to move till the level of 4018. This is our first target, and this is our stop loss, which is at 4065.5. So this is pretty much the situation here, and we are expecting a bearish move. However, it's taking quite time here to unfold its bearish moves. This is a strong support zone here, and because of this reason, this might take some more time before it unfolds. But biasness is definitely on the bearish side. You can also see this is the bearish trend line which we had drawn here. Price is respecting this bearish trend line multiple times. Price has faced rejection from this level only, you can see twice. This was the first rejection, this was the second. And again, after that, after today Monday opening, when price retested the level of 4079, price again faced rejection from this very bearish trend line. And soon after that, you can see a series of rejections. So this is what holding price from going further up. So we should be respecting this level, and accordingly we have initiated a fresh shorts here below 4045. So yes, now it's continuing in the lower direction. Let's hope for the best. I think this might still take some more time before it unfolds its moves. This is a strong support zone of 4053. So let's see. Silver had again already given a breakout below 57.750, and yes, it's continuing with good momentum on the bearish direction, and it's expected to retest this level of 57.30 again. This was a nice resistance. You can see this is a very clean resistance. Sorry, clean support level. Price has taken bounce back from a very thin support zone. This was the level of 57.81, and upon breakout of this level, there was a nice shorting opportunity on silver as well. This is gold. Any other forex pair that you guys want to discuss? Put that on the live chat. I'll try to explain those. First target for gold only if it gives a breakout below 4037. I mean, this is the major hurdle here. Uh, this might prevent price from going further down, but looking at the biasness, I was quite convinced that price is going to give a move on the bearish direction. Our first target should be 4020. 4020 should be the target which you should be looking forward to. 4020-25 is the optimum level for this is the level at which price might give a bounce back again. So this is the level which you should be expecting. Sorry for the interruption. There's a PMI manufacturing data that is going to go live at 7:30 p.m. So we should be aware of that fact as well, and that might cause some increased volatility. So I'll try to wrap up this trade before that event occurs. This is silver, and you can see how confidently it's declining after the breakout of 57.750. This was a quite a major decline here. If we can get some pullbacks here, then we would be like to take fresh shots. Otherwise, I don't think we are going to get any new opportunity on silver. So let's get back to the Forex analysis that we were initially doing. This is GBP odd. On this price chart, we are waiting for some bullish moves above the breakout of 1.9401. This is going to be a nice opportunity for us to take long entry. The price structure is very clean. Price has taken a bounce back from this a very strong zone. This is a decade-old rising trend line and a strong horizontal support of around year-long horizontal support. This horizontal support is intact since May 2023. So this is 3-year long support. And from this level, price has faced a strong bounce back, but it had got rejected from this high of 1.94017. Upon breakout of this, we are going to have a new fresh long entry opportunity here. Initial target should be 2.0117 and entry level is going to be 1.9413. This is a nice setup. We are waiting for this trade uh, since a very long time. I think it's been almost like 10 trading session. We are waiting for this level to arrive. So you can also note it down and you can place your stop loss at these levels. Next, we have odd JPY, and this is daily time frame odd JPY. You can clearly see the kind of decline that we had seen in past couple of trading sessions, and this decline is not very normal. And let me explain that why I am saying that this is a topping formation, because you can see price was unable to make any new significant highs. Right, this was a strong resistance here. Let me mark it. And from this level, price was facing multiple rejections. And upon breaking this most important support here, this was the most important low, 111.205. As and when price broke below this level, our outlook shifted towards bearish direction. Now from here on, we have this one last important support here, 108.786. If this level is gone, then we would be taking fresh shorts and we would be moving forward with selling on every rise, or you can say selling on pullbacks. Just a second. Let me draw a trend line here. This is a rising trend line and price has clearly given a breakout below this. And after that breakout of this rising trend line, price has consolidated in a sideways direction. And again, after the consolidation, it has given a breakout below this strong support. Now we are waiting for this last level to give a breakout from. This is 108.782. 108.782. And if this is gone, then this can again be a positional short here. Odd JPY is a positional short below this level. Let's move back to the gold and let's see what kind of moves are evolving there. Yes, price is coming in our favor now. It has shown some correction up until the level of 4053.855. And after that correction, it is again continuing in the lower direction. It is still facing some strong supports on the lower direction. Silver has again, silver has already reached its target now. I mean, this is the expected target that we had on silver. Sil- Silver is declining like anything. We have seen a decline of around 1.5% on silver. This is a strong support. God forbid if it gives a breakout below this 56.54. This is going to be a really, large breakout in that case. Upon breakout of this level, then directly price is going to retest 54.91. I mean, I don't see any other supports here below 56.54. I don't know why gold is holding back. Gold is still holding back, but silver is declining like anything. I think like what we have said earlier, 4036 is going to act as a strong hurdle. Until price gives a breakout below this level, I think it's going to be very difficult for gold to continue on the lower direction. Silver has like already given a down move, but gold is still resisting. Let me see if there is some news on the market because of which we are facing this kind of moves. Yes, gold is moving in our expected direction, and we have really done some good analysis here. We were simply following the trend and the overall structure. Price has formed this structure after facing rejection, or call it after showing respect to this bearish trend line. And as and when it gave a breakout below 4043, we initiated our fresh shorts, and you can clearly see prices came all the way till 4031 now. And here onwards, it's expected to move on the further lower direction. So we should not be in hurry to book our profits. Let the profits run, and I believe price is going to take this level out of 4022. This level is most probably it's going to take out, and as and when price is going to reach these levels, we'll be exiting our trades here. Let me erase all these lines. I don't think we need that all these lines again. Price had came all the way till these levels. Now I don't think it's going to again reverse back. It has already came a long way, and from here on, I would be in fact uh, go till the extent to say that price is going to make a new low below 4020. And the confidence for that I'm gaining is from the price structure. You can clearly see price is making lower lows and lower highs continuously. Price broke below the previous swings low and had made a low of 4020. Now, to keep this price structure intact, price now had to give a breakout below this 4020 level and had to make a newer low here. So, and the nice thing is we are on that trade. We are actually experiencing that price move. So from here on, we should be keeping this trade open, and we should be waiting patiently for this level to work out. I so want to trail my stop loss till the level of 4053 or 55, but I would not do that yet. I'll wait for some more time, let the price work out nicely. I mean, even if price takes some correction here, we should not be panicking, because this was quite a steep decline that we had seen here on 5-minute time frame. Now it's reasonable to expect a correction here. If price were to show a corrective rally, then it might retest the level of 4039, or call it a 4043 again. And upon that retest, it's eventually going to go in the lower direction. That's for sure. And expecting a corrective rally here is also a very conservative expectation. Otherwise, if I was very aggressive, I would be expecting price to give a breakout below this 4020 right away. Because if you look at the silver, price had already given a breakout below this most of the important lows that price had made since 28th June, 28th July. So this was a very significant breakout on silver. I regret that I didn't share the price levels when price was breaking below 57.750. Otherwise, the levels was already clear, and we had already mentioned all these levels earlier only. So it was just that we didn't. I think our targets are achieved. Yes, we have achieved our targets. 4021 is done. 4021 done. 'This trade is done. We have done really well. Now, this pullback that price is currently facing, we should not be holding back. I mean, we should be holding back till this pullback is complete. The some, I mean, exactly like what I was saying, that price might take some retracement or a corrective rally for the decline that it had shown. It's actually, moving towards that, moving towards showing that moves only. So if it retraces back till the level of 4042 and after reaching to certain highs, there is a very high chance that it's going to face a rejection. And upon facing that rejection, if it breaks below the low that it had currently made, that's where we are going to enter for our fresh shorts. So this is the Fibonacci retracement zone, and we are expecting price to take a reversal from the level of 4041 and 4047. Within this vicinity of around 6 points, price is going to take a reversal. I mean, that's what we are expecting. It's not something speculative, it's pure technical analysis. Let me erase all these levels and let me place a Fibonacci retracement zone. Yes, this is the maximum high that price is going to achieve after it reaches its pullback. At 7:30 p.m., there's PMI manufacturing data of USA dropping. Yes, it has again started to decline, but we are not going to make any fresh entries on the short direction here on gold. We'll be waiting for manufacturing PMI data to release because that may attract some really high volatility, which I mean the kind of risk it will uh, put in on our trade. We are not interested into taking all those risks. We should be staying away from the market at these kind of crucial time trade. Let's see silver. However, gold is still down by just 0.4%. There's still a very big moves that we might see on gold tonight. This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is bouncing back. Yes, it's again after few hours of consolidation, it has again rebounded back above the high of 62,841. Now it seems like it's going to continue on the upper direction, but I mean, let's see how it goes. It's still in a sideways direction. That's the reason I'm not interested into taking fresh entries here. Yes, Bitcoin is witnessing some really heightened volatility, and we are taking the right decision that we are not going to participate in these kind of situation. Let the market settle, and then only we would be interested into taking trades. And now I believe this is the range which is settled here on Bitcoin. Price is going to consolidate within this range for some extended period of time, in my sense. And in my opinion, after that consolidation is over, price is going to give a breakout above 63,774, and upon that breakout, we should be expecting some really big up moves. So instead of taking entries here at these levels, I would be eyeing for that level. I mean, the breakout of 63,774. So yes, crude is down by around 10% now. Let me check if there is some news. US manufacturing sector expansion hold steady but masks softer production. Let me see what the market expectations are. Actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So if we see some higher levels here, then 54, if the actual data came up higher than the forecast level, which is 54, then we might see some really big declines on gold, silver from this level. So let's see. Currently, it can be seen as taking pullback, but upon pullback, I feel like it's going to consolidate here for one or two more candles, and after that consolidation, it's going to again go down because market is expecting a stronger data. So let's see. This is 1 minute time frame price chart. I mean, below this level might be a nice idea to take short, but looking at the event that is lined up, it can be very risky. Below this level can be a short entry, according to me. Let's not trade this event here. Let it be. Let it get by. Yes, why Bitcoin is so getting aggressive today? I am not getting it. It's up by around 1.15% in 2 hourly time frame, last 2 hours. Yes, we have still 5 minutes left till the manufacturing data hits the market. Ideally, we should not be trading, and that's what we are adhering to. We don't have any trades open. Let's check out some of the forex pairs now. First, we'll look at Euro GBP. Yes, this is moving in the upward direction, but I suspect this rally is going to get exhausted anytime soon. Let me erase all these levels. This Fibonacci retracement is rightly placed here. And from here onwards, we should be having our outlook for the bearish moves. Like looking at the price structure, it seems like price is already uh, kind of nearing to a level below which if it gets, I mean, it's the level of 0.8542. If it gets below this level, then I suspect price is going to get till this level of 0.8463, which is a very nice crash, kind of a crash. Let me measure this level. This is a short trade projection, and yes, we can expect a down move up until the level of 0.8483. This is going to be our first few targets, and yes, this is going to be around two risk reward trade. This is nice trade in my sense. I have placed some of the alerts here, so as and when price reaches our levels, we could get the notification first. Next, we'll look at Euro CHF. This is Euro CHF again, and here we are expecting bullish moves. So let me show it. I think I had already discussed this level, but from the point of view of a trade, let me reiterate that we are going to take long entries above the level of 0.9349. Till this level is intact, we are not going to do anything here because it might be very fatal. Taking a long entry above this level is the right option that we have here. On 4 hourly time frame, again, let me look it from the 30-minute time frame. I think a breakout above this level might be a right opportunity for us to initiate fresh longs. This is going to be the first target, and above that level, you can always extend your stop loss and trade, extend your targets and trail your stop loss. This is going to be nice 20 pip trade here. This is 20 pip stop loss, and let's watch out what the PMI data is. I mean, it should be out by now. Yes, 71.1. It's good for the currency, right? Expected was 70. I mean, forecast was 70, and the result came up at 71.1. This is good for the currency, and any news which is good for the currency is bad for the gold and silver. So let's watch out how gold and silver are behaving. I think the move has been pretty flat. Let the market discount this news first. I mean, we are not going to do anything funny here. We should be waiting here patiently. We let if the price consolidates here for some more time, then upon breakout of this low which price had just made, this is 4,019.24. Upon breakout of this level, we might want to initiate fresh shorts with the stop loss above 4,035. Silver is taking a bounce back. Most likely it's going to get sold off at higher levels, I'm sure. This is the bearish trend line which is intact on silver from a very considerable amount of time. This is 22nd July. And since then you can clearly see price being not able to give a breakout above this bearish trend line. You can see it has tried multiple times, and every time it had tried, it got sold off at the higher levels. And it had returned back to the strong zone here at the levels near 56.81. So this pullback is again going to get sold off. Let me mention a strong Fibonacci retracement zone from where we might expect this pullback to get reversal. So this is the high for this downswing, and this is the low. And we should be expecting, yes, this is the level from where it would be safe to assume that price is going to face some rejections. This was yet another nice opportunity on silver, but we didn't took any trade here. We just focused on gold for today. Let me see what kind of moves did we get here. This was around one almost 2% decline. This was an impressive trade here. Yes, it has formed a kind of a consolidation here. This is 1 minute time frame, so that's the reason I'm not getting that kind of conviction here. But if you look at from the perspective of a pure technical analysis, these does hold some strong values. If you like to take short below these levels with the target of this 4000, sorry, with a stop loss of 4036, let me place a trade projection here for you. Yes, if this is going to be your trade and you are I think the breakout of this consolidation might lead to the breakout of this 4020 level, which is intact there. This level is already gone by now, but price is going to make newer low. That's what I'm saying. And this might continue till 4000 level as well. This is the last support that we have on gold right now. Because 4020 level is gone by, price has already given a breakout below these levels. Yes, it's so nice that price is consolidating here so that we could find some really nice fresh shorting opportunities. Fortunately, price is consolidating here. Let's see how long it remain consolidating here. 4027, and until price gives a breakout out of this consolidating range, we should not be uh, initiating any entries for that matter. Because this is the place where the battle is going on between buyers and sellers. Let the winners come out of this battle alive, and then we'll accompany that winner for its further journey. Most probably, it's going to give a breakout on the lower direction. This is just that uh, price is waiting here for to get some rest after this long journey. Let me place some alerts here so that we could get. If it gives a breakout on the upper direction, we should not be interested. I mean, I'm not going to take any trades if it gives a breakout on the higher levels. Short trades I'm open with. Let me place, yes, 4036 is the highest level of this consolidation range. Yes, it has started to give a breakout. I mean, I'm not that convinced to take a fresh shorts here. I mean, for that, I need to place my stop loss at least uh, at these levels. I mean, other than these, I'm not comfortable into taking fresh shorts because the correction for this decline is still pending. So, what if price decides to take some kind of corrective rally? So, in that case, we would be cooked. So, let's wait here. I mean, let's delete all these there. Let's look out USD CHF. I think we have triggered some of the levels there. Yes, this is the breakout level which we were earlier discussing, and above this level we were expecting to take a fresh long entry, right? Taking the stop loss till these levels and for the target of 0.8129. This is not recommended. We are just trying this trade that if it works, if it work out or not. Most probably it's going to work out. We have explained this logic in the today's session in the earlier few hours. Let's check out NZD CAD. This is NZD CAD, and let me erase these. This is a bearish trend line which was intact since a very long period of time. You can clearly see this was intact since 2016. So it's been a decade since it's intact. And now you can see price is nearing strong horizontal resistance, and it's currently getting threatened by the price to give a breakout above it. This is going to be our breakout level 0.8273. If price manages to give a breakout above it after some consolidation here, then we can take fresh, I mean, long entries with the stop loss of 0.8109. I mean, this is going to be an optimum level for our stop loss, but breakout level should be, I mean, 0.8278. Let me place some alerts here so that we could get some notification earlier. This is what we are looking for. And for this is going to be a positional trade. This is not a, I mean, some kind of intraday trade. This is definitely a position trade. 1.7 risk reward. And yes, I mean, I am kind of getting this feeling that we should be initiating this long trade on pullbacks. Instead of taking a breakout trade, I'd be more comfortable if price gave a breakout and upon pullback, when it recovers back to continue in its original direction. I mean, let me draw a path here. If price gives a breakout above this level, I won't be initiating fresh longs at these levels. I would be waiting for it to reverse back, give a pullback, and upon pullback, when pullback get reversed, and when it starts to move in the higher direction, then above the previous high that it had made, this is the level where I would be initiating my fresh long. And yes, upon that, this might just give a burst. So this is NZD CAD. Next, we should look odd NZD. These are morning pairs, and yes, there is a nice shorting opportunity for us here at this particular pair. Let me draw a bearish trend line here. This was supposed to be the nicest level to take a fresh shots. I mean, whenever price is in a bearish direction, taking short entries at the uh, rejection of any bearish trend line. Whenever price is showing respect to the bearish trend line and the trend is in a bearish direction that you are very confirm of, then this kind of a structure is very recommended. I mean, you can see how minimal the risk was at this level. You can imagine how uh, safe this trade would have been. There was literally nothing at stake. The trend is declining, that's for sure, that we know. Price is facing multiple rejections from this bearish trend line. This also we were aware of, and we were clearly watching this price getting rejected from this bearish trend line. So we are also confirmed that this move is going to continue in the lower direction. Third confirmation that we got was this was a rising trend line, and the rising trend line got broken out, and this strong support that was intact here. I mean, this was a strong support. These two levels got bounced back. This support also got taken out. So this was an optimum level to take a short entry at odd NZD, which would have continued its move till, till the level it's currently trading at. And this was nice around 2.5 risk reward trade. I mean, now after this kind of move, we should be expecting a consolidation or at least a you know kind of a correction. I mean, corrective rally would have been nice, but even if price consolidates here for some longer period of time, and after that consolidation, if it gives a breakout, that should be an appropriate level for us to initiate fresh shots. I would recommend to take shots only at pullbacks. Initiating, I mean, fresh breakout trades might not work out in your favor, but on pullbacks, you can initiate trades with extra layer of confirmation. Let's recheck gold and silver levels. And this was the range which was intact here, and it is still intact. Price is still consolidating within this range. And if it gives a breakout on the bearish direction, that should be, and that can act as a strong level to take short entry. This is a pin bar candle which price had made here, which constitutes of the newer low that price had made just now, 4019.240. So I mean, I think we should be initiating fresh shorts. If at all we are going to take new shorts, below these green candles low should be your optimum level to enter short. Otherwise, when price might face some support here and it might again bounce back. So if you initiate your shorts here at this level of 4026, and it might continue till the level of 4019, and at this level price might face some strong rejection, and it might prevent price from going further down. So in this kind of situation, you should be ideally taking shorts below 4019 point, below these levels. Yes, yes. Currently it's inching towards higher direction, higher levels. Yes, this is a consolidating range which gold has formed here, and we are expecting that price is going to give a breakout on the lower direction for this consolidation. This is a very narrow consolidating range. Let me The high of this range is 4036 and low is 4026. So this is 10 points consolidating range. It's still not that long since this consolidating range emerged. So we should not be relying on this consolidating range for large trades. On intraday time frame, you might want to initiate fresh shorts below these. But again, since you have seen a bounce back from this level of 4019.240, we suspect that if price gives a breakout below this level, then it might again face a bounce back from this level again. So it would be really nice if you were, I mean, it would be really nice if I'd be planning to take fresh shots below 4019. Until this level is intact, no fresh short entries should be initiated, according to me. Let it consolidate. If it consolidates here for some longer period of time, then it would have some really high significance. And this is the Fibonacci retracement zone that we had drawn here. If price gives a breakout above it, then it might again get rejected from these levels. As this is the zero point 0.5 and 0.618 level of Fibonacci retracement zones of this downswing, which was started here at the level of 4065. So if price is going to take a pullback, then that pullback is going to get reversed from these levels. After on 15-minute time frame, this was a nice rejection candle. If price were to follow this rejection candle, then a pullback should be a reasonable expectation here. If it gives a pullback, then it would be very nice of a structure to take fresh shots. At these levels, I mean, I'm kind of feeling not that comfortable for taking fresh shots. 4020 level is a long support. This was the level price retested on 31st July. So you can clearly see price has respected this level again. From here onwards, I'd be expecting this move. I mean, this is the move which I'd be interested into. I mean, if price consolidates here for some more period of time, and then after that consolidation gives a breakout, consolidates here, get rejected, and get comes again to retest this level, and again gives a breakout above below this level. So fresh short entries should be below these levels. I mean, after facing rejection when price has already consolidated, then below these levels should be your fresh shorts. I mean, this kind of a structure, if you'll find, this is going to be your ideal situation where you should be initiating your fresh shorts. As of now, it already seems quite stressed, and since it's near the very strong support zone, you should be I mean, not looking forward to fresh shorts. This is silver. Silver is again bouncing back from this long-standing support zone of 56.856. However, this bounce back doesn't seem like holding for a very long. It's most likely going to get sold off at higher levels. Similar to the reversal of a pullback zone that we had made on gold. This purple zone that you see, this is again a kind of a zero point 0.5 and 0.618 rejection zone on Fibonacci retracement levels. So if price were to give you know a corrective rally for the decline that we had seen, then it's again going to get rejected from this level, and at that level, we'll be having our fresh shorts opportunity. So yes, this is gold, silver, and on Bitcoin, we have seen some really big up moves, but we are not interested into taking these trades. The reason why I say that lies on the higher time frames. You can clearly see this is, although this is a nice breakout level, but this consolidation is not, I mean, good enough for a kind of a reversal trade that we are expecting, because price has already shown a good up move. This was a downswing, and upon after a downswing reaching downswing has reached a strong support. We are expecting a reversal here, but for that we need some really nice consolidation. And then if it gives a breakout, that should be our appropriate level for fresh longs. Or you can also choose to take fresh longs at pullbacks if it gives a breakout and then show a pullback. And on pullback, if it continues to move in the higher direction, then breakout of the level from where the pullback started should initiate your fresh longs. So outlook is going to be on the bullish direction, no doubt about it. But if it consolidates here for some more time, that would be the ideal situation for us to take long entries. Shorts should be avoided here. You should not be looking for fresh shorts here. Price has already bottomed out. So yes, this was gold, silver, Bitcoin, and all the major and minor forex pairs that we had seen today. And I think it's time now. It's a time for wrap up. Today we had seen a big decline on gold and silver. If you compare both, we have seen a larger decline on silver, where silver had given a breakout below this strong support from where it was showing rejection or kind of a bounce backs multiple times. After price reject, given a breakout below 57.750, there was a short entry, and according to our expectation, it reached our target of 56.70. And upon retesting this level, a bounce back was expected, and similar to what we expect, price is again showing a bounce back. Now from here on, if price continues to move in a higher direction, this is the level from where it should face rejection. So this is the setup on silver moving forward. And I think that's all for today. Thanks for joining. You can join our session on New York Live's New York session, where we cover New York session. From Monday to Friday, you can join by 5 p.m. by Indian Standard Time. Uh, Thanks for joining today. Goodbye.